Hi there. The safety of our customers and of each other is all of our responsibility. During this training video presentation, we will discuss and demonstrate how to safely evacuate the stadium in the event of an evacuation.
The next phase of the training is to discuss what an area warden needs to do prior to their staff briefing before each shift. There are 5 main points to consider when the area warden arrives to their location. 1. Walk the area and look for anything unsafe or out of the ordinary. 2. Be aware of the different exits and pathways out of the venue. 3. Have an understanding of the key touch points a customer would want to see if they were being evacuated from the venue, such as staff members and exit signage. 4. Be familiar with the staff rostered to your location. 5. In preparation for an emergency, assign staff to positions. For example, who is located at the lifts, who will check the toilets, and who will direct customers to the exits.
All event staff are wardens in an emergency situation. All supervisors are area wardens. As a warden, it is important for you to prepare prior to each event. Check that you have the following items with you: a red warden handband and a quick reference guide. It's your responsibility to make sure you have these with you on all event days. If you do not have these items, please advise staff in the cloakroom at the Stadium Management Centre.
As you are aware, the pre-event briefing is the best way to communicate any event-specific information to staff, including, but not limited to, roles and responsibilities in the event of an emergency. The pre-event briefing should include a friendly welcome, an introduction to new staff, and a brief summary of the event, including who is playing, what the expected crowd will be, and any event-specific information relating to your area. Check to ensure that all staff have the required equipment for your area. In the emergency management section of your briefing, you should allocate tasks and locations for staff in the event of an emergency. For example, John, if we have to evacuate, can you please check the male toilets behind M25? And once they are clear, stand in the doorway to ensure no one else enters. Highlight the locations of the nearest food outlets, toilets, and exits. A reminder to all staff about being calm in the event of an evacuation will result in the safest outcome.
Where possible, the incident manager will issue a code ready to area wardens prior to the code orange message. The most likely way of communicating these messages is via two-way radio. However, it could also be communicated in person. If the area warden has not received a code ready or code orange from the incident manager, you should follow the emergency evacuation tones via the PA system. As a reminder, is the alert tone and is the evacuation tone. The role of the area warden is to actively listen to the message, understand the message, communicate the message, and take action. In the event of an evacuation on match day, it's the responsibility of the area warden to communicate the evacuation message to each warden in their team. There are 3 things to remember when communicating. Keep calm. Don't panic. Take a few deep breaths before speaking and plan what you're going to say. Be concise. Less is more. Use well-chosen words that can deliver your message accurately in the least amount of time. Be clear. Speak at a volume that the warden can hear. Then confirm that they understand the message before moving on to the next staff member. We will now show you a demonstration of how to correctly communicate in the event of an evacuation.
Brooke, we need to calmly evacuate an Olympic. I need you to clear the base from N53 to N57, and once you're done, meet me in the Betty Cuthbert's lounge.
No problems, Josh. I'll clear N53 to N57 and meet you back in the Cuthbert lounge once clear.
Perfect.
If an emergency occurs, but an evacuation is not yet required, there are a number of actions that staff can take to prepare. Wait, watch, and listen to what's happening in your area. It is beneficial to know the location of customers in regards to toilets, bars, food outlets and seating areas. Put the warden handband on, and if assigned to a specific task or location, start moving towards the area. Be calm and wait for further instructions from the area warden. Evacuation. Once it has been determined that your area needs to be evacuated, there are roles and responsibilities within your team, and all staff should be made aware of these during the pre-event briefing. Stairs. Proceed to your stairwell and turn to face the oncoming crowd. Calmly direct customers down the stairs and in a loud, clear voice remind them not to run and to take their time as they exit the venue. Use hand signals to assist in communicating your message to the customers, and remain at the stairs until further instructions from your area warden.
Calmly down the stairs, thank you everyone. Come calmly and slowly down the stairs, thank you. Straight down the stairs, thank you everyone.
Lifts. Lifts are out of bounds during an emergency for all customers, including those who are mobility impaired. Under no circumstances should customers or staff use the affected lifts during an emergency. Proceed to your position in front of the lifts and familiarise yourself with the locations of the stairs and emergency exits. Inform any waiting customers that lifts are unable to be used during an emergency and they will have to use the stairs to exit the venue. Use hand signals and body language to direct customers to the stairwells. Remain at the lifts until further instructions from your area warden.
Thank you everyone. Calmly straight ahead and down the stairs. Thank you, down the stairs. Mobility impaired patron, can you please just come into this area? Thank you. Straight down the stairs, everyone. Thank you, calmly and straight down the stairs. Thank you.
Clearing an area. The area warden may allocate you the task of clearing an area during an evacuation. This may include toilets, the concourse, a seating bay, corporate suite or function spaces. Once in position, begin clearing the area by explaining to customers in a calm manner that the area needs to be evacuated and direct them to the nearest exit. If you are located at the front of a toilet, once it's cleared, inform the area warden and then remain in the doorway to ensure that no one else enters until you receive further instructions. If you are allocated to a seating bay or concourse, inform the area warden once it's clear and await further instructions. Special needs. If you are positioned at a stairwell, lifts, or required to clear an area and are approached by a mobility impaired customer, instruct them to wait at the lift well until assistance arrives. If you find an unattended child looking for their parent or guardian, reassure them that they will be safe and you will take them to a police officer. Likewise, if a parent or guardian is looking for their child, advise them that staff have been directed to escort the child to the police. Code Orange. A Code Orange is an emergency response code issued by the emergency manager should an evacuation be required. The incident manager, who on match day is the senior event manager, will communicate the Code Orange to area wardens, remembering that the area wardens are the supervisors. The following actions are to be completed immediately. All gate staff and security are to listen to direction from the area warden and to take their positions. All turnstile arms are to be dropped down by pressing the red Code Orange button. The maglock is to be deactivated by using a key, and the doors are to be pushed open and secured in an open position. The area warden is responsible for unlocking the maglock. If the gate has side doors, these are also to be opened. The customers are to be directed to exit the stadium by the wardens in a calm, concise and clear manner. We will now demonstrate a Code Orange.
To all gate supervisors, we have a Code Orange.
Guys, we've got a Code Orange. Kamal, can you go and press the red button? Other staff in position.
If a customer refuses to leave the venue during an evacuation, there are a number of steps which need to occur. 1. Ensure the customer understands the need to evacuate and get them to acknowledge that they understand what you are telling them. 2. Explain the consequences of remaining in the venue and reiterate that it is not safe.
Hi guys, we've been advised that we need to evacuate the stadium. Can you please make your way out to the nearest exit?
No, we're not going.
Do you understand what I've told you? It's no longer safe to be here. You must make your way to the nearest exit.
3. If the customer still refuses to leave, find another staff member to assist you in explaining the consequences of remaining in the venue and to act as a witness.
Hi guys, one last time. We are required to evacuate the stadium. Can you please make your way to the nearest exit?
We're not going.
Okay, we'll notify emergency services, but we are going to evacuate now.
4. Ensure that the customer is not blocking any exits and continue with your warden responsibilities. 5. Report the location of the person to emergency services personnel. The responsibility of the area wardens towards the end of the evacuation and before exiting the stadium. The area warden is to be the last person to leave the area and is required to confirm that each of their wardens have evacuated their area. The area warden is responsible for accounting for all of their staff, either personally seeing them or by checking the respective areas to ensure no one is left in that area. The area warden may then evacuate the stadium and head towards the assembly area. Unless instructed otherwise, the assembly area will always be in Area A. We will now demonstrate the correct way to communicate, confirm an area is clear, and account for all staff.
Brooke, how did you go with N Olympic? Are all the bays clear?
I can confirm N53 to N57 are completely clear of patrons.
Fantastic. Please safely exit the building and I'll meet you outside at the assembly area.
Okay.
Once the area warden has confirmed that their area is cleared, they must promptly report to the assembly area warden. Area wardens are to provide assistance to the assembly area warden or other emergency personnel if requested. The area warden is to control and keep staff together in the assembly area. The area warden is to assist if requested with the communication of any messages to customers standing in their vicinity of the assembly area.
Hi, I'm the Assembly Area Warden, and it's my job to contain people in this area until such time as we get the all clear for people to be able to return. Once I've received the all clear, I can then release everyone back to the MCG in a staggered fashion to avoid a crush.
We will now talk about the role of the area warden in returning customers and staff to the stadium when safe to proceed. Customers and staff are to return to the stadium in a controlled manner. Normally, this is in the reverse order of the evacuation. All staff and patrons will be subject to standard security screening prior to re-entering the ground. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We have now explained and demonstrated to you the important steps for a successful stadium evacuation. We ask that you all remember to prepare yourself, communicate clearly and concisely, act quickly and safely, follow these instructions, but remember to maintain your own personal safety. Thank you for taking your time to view this training presentation. We trust that you now fully understand your role in an emergency at the stadium.